All right, so today we're working on a Chevy Silverado with the 5.3. It's got a coolant leak, so put a pressure tester on it, started looking, found the leak, and now we see where the coolant's leaking. It's leaking off of that wide pipe for the heater hose. This comes off here, off the water pump, and it goes to the overflow tank, and it also tees off to the heater core. And you can see how it's leaking out of the fitting here. You can clearly see where it's coming from. So that's that. And we got the hose right here, ready to go. And I'm gonna change it now. Look at that. Now I found another leak. I found that leak, and then there's another leak over here on the bottom where the radiator, by the radiator. Let's go see where that's coming from. We got another leak coming from the radiator side of things. Let me pinpoint it. All right, so here's the other leak. It's coming from the radiator side tank. That seal on the radiator. And you can see it there. And down in here also. So I already got that hose. And now the radiator's leaking. I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have done the pressure test. That's why I always like doing the pressure test. You know, just confirming what I already know sometimes, then you just figure out other things. All right, so I'm taking off this heater hose here. It's a quick disconnect style on that tube there. All right, and the way I did it was with this little quick disconnect tool, nothing fancy. But the real nice thing was I had this from like a quick disconnect tool that I had bought. Oh my goodness, I put this tool on there, and then I grabbed it from the back, and I was able to pull it with this, and with the other hand pull the hose off of it, and then with this just, you know, pushing this disconnect tool into where it needed to be. Oh my god, that made life so much easier. This little tool came in this kit that I got off of Amazon. Bam, that one right there works wonders. It's got everything. It's got everything. It's amazing. Check it out. All right, so here I am installing this hose. It fit perfect there and on the tank. Then I come up here and I go to put it on the heater core, and the fitting is the wrong size. All right. Now, obviously, I ordered it, you know, make, model, year, all that, and they gave me the wrong size. It just wouldn't fit in there. And you know, you put your finger in here, it's tight. I put my finger in that one, it's loose as hell. So obviously this is the wrong size. I don't have time to go look for another part. So what I did was I just took the hose off of this one, put it on the old one. This car's got to go. That's what I'm gonna do for now. Whatever. All right, so we got the radiator in. All right, looks to be the right one. Now we're gonna take this thing off. Pretty self-explanatory. And it's got, this is the one with the oil cooler and the transit cooler. So it's got the transmission cooler over here and an oil cooler over here. Some don't, so you need a different radiator if you don't. Then the fan, one bolt's here and on the other side. Then you gotta just, it's self-explanatory. Just remove the connectors, unbolt the cooling lines from both sides. You have another one over there. And then this thing should start coming right out. And you know, you got these little clips here. Take the clips out and these things pull right out. Easy peasy. sucking it down to a vacuum to check for leaks and to fill it up a little bit better with no air pocket. Using this little kit, I bought a long time ago on Amazon. It was like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. It's not the greatest, but it works well. I've used better ones. I've used better ones for sure, but it works. It was cheap. All right, so we got it down in a nice little vacuum here. And now we're gonna open the valve because I have the hose into a coolant tank. And I'm just gonna draw it in there. That's gonna take a little while. And that way there's no air bubbles in the system. See how all the vacuum for the hoses are under vacuum? Now they're gonna start filling up with coolant. And that way you prevent any air bubbles. All right, so the vacuum's starting to die down. And the hoses are starting to puff up and get their original shape. Full of coolant this time. All right, so there she is running. She's fixed. New radiator, no more leaks. No heater hose, no more leaks. We're done, back on the road.